Okay, I'm in a strange place at the moment. Not physically, like physically, I'm just in my bedroom. I have horrible hair today, but who cares? Anyways, last Saturday, today's Tuesday. So this last Saturday, I had the inauguration of my first exhibition. I was so nervous for 2 weeks. I could barely sleep. I was a nerve wreck. I was crying. I was feeling confident, then go back to crying. It was a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster up until the very last second. I was in a great mood, and then just as I was about to take the car to get to the place, I was in a bad mood because something happened. It was like, oh my god. Anyways, the thing is, the exhibition went super well. People reacted very well. And not only to my art, but to the message about like shame and mental health and all that. And I feel that it's almost like a new chapter is beginning. I have been wanting to do this for like 3 years now. Almost 4 years. Wow. Almost 4 years I had this in my mind. And I really didn't have either the tools or the energy or the mental capacity or the emotional capacity to do it. I tried to do it and I kind of kept failing, or I wasn't really ready to do it, or I didn't have the energy for it. But I feel that now this was like the trigger to just, go. And I feel that I needed more confidence and knowledge. I mean, there were like 3 parts where I needed to gain either confidence or practice or knowledge. One was intellectually. I've learned a lot about mental health and the brain in this time. The other one was emotionally. I had a lot to learn and to overcome, to be ready to do this and to deal with potential rejection and vulnerability. And the third one was like practicing my art and taking it to a level where I feel confident that it's not only good, but I can keep doing it. Because during this time, I was feeling like my confidence was fluctuating a lot. I would do a painting, it would look good, then I feel confident, then I feel stuck again. So now I'm still not at the top level of confidence, but I'm much more confident. Like I can produce something that is going to be good and I can keep making things. I have already many ideas. And from the emotional point of view, I tried to start this project like with YouTube videos talking about mental health and shame, but at the second one of the videos didn't do so well, or I received some form of rejection, I would just crumble. And it would take me 2 weeks or 3 weeks to be able to do a new video. And it got to a point where I just didn't have the emotional capacity to keep putting myself there. I still needed to heal more things in order to be consistent and not so don't be so vulnerable to those waves and ups and downs. Even if a video that doesn't do as well, it's like, no, but I'm confident that this is the path. And mentally or intellectually, I needed to learn a lot of things about myself and about the brain and about all the stuff to also gain more confidence in the things I already knew. It's not that I've learned things that I didn't necessarily know. Like I knew on a very high level, but I had to learn the nitty-gritty of stuff in order to be able to defend my argument and be confident about it. And I think that even there's still way to go in these 3 lanes. I am confident enough that I can start and I can put it out there and improve in front of others. Because with the confidence, with how much it affected me, with how much rejection affected me, or failure affected me, it was very difficult to do that growth from zero in front of others. It was tremendously difficult. But now it's like, okay, even if I'm not fully there, I'm already far enough into this path that I can sustain it. And I felt the same about like the ball is already rolling in this project. I felt the same way when I started painting. I realized like, okay, now that tap is open. I need to gain confidence. I need to improve, but I know that tap is just going to be open no matter what. I feel the same way about pottery right now. I've learned how to throw. I'm learning how to throw, but I've already reached a level where I know that it's just a matter of practicing. I'm already there. I already have my foot on the door, and I know that tap is gonna is open. So this shame-free project, also the tap is already open, and I already have 2 opportunities to do like workshop and a talk about shame that came out of this exhibition. And I'm in a very strange place, internally, as I was saying, because I feel on one hand, I feel more confident. I have more clarity about where to go. Like, it's just like, I see it. And I feel inspired and I have a lot of energy. And on the other hand, my body feels very tired. These days after the exhibition, I was just so tired. Like, it was ridiculous. It didn't make sense. Like, I wasn't exercising or anything, and I was just so tired. And today I feel less tired than these 2 previous days. But I think it was all the emotions that I had to process, and all these, like, the body needs a bit of time to adapt to this new stage. Like, okay, we are like, my mind is sending my body like, we're safe enough to get here. So the body's like, okay, now I need to catch up. So I think that's why I feel so tired. It's my interpretation of it. So I'm running at 2 levels. One, high energy, inspiration, positivity, and the body's like, give me a little bit of time. So I don't know what to do with myself. I try to take a nap. I cannot sleep. And it's not like a bad not sleep. It's just every time I try to go to sleep, more ideas keep coming to my head. It's like, yeah. And I guess I still have a little bit of, I don't know if it's because of that, like my body just needs to rest and then it will catch up with where my vibe is, I guess. I don't know how to call it, energy. And then maybe it'll be like, okay, now we're going to do this, now we're going to upload new videos, now we're going to do stuff. Or there's still a little bit of like my mind, there's a part of my mind that is still resisting. Because during these years, I tried to put myself out there and do this, and then I couldn't sustain it. I just didn't have the energy. So I guess there's a little bit of fear of doing that, especially because I'm gonna do it in public and people are gonna think, oh, she's just like a clown, we cannot trust anything she says. She's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then she just did 2 videos and then she just is gone. Like, I think there's a little bit of that. And it's very human, I guess. And as I'm talking, I just want to take a nap. I just feel so tired, but now it's too late. It's almost 8. Yeah. And if I go to sleep now, it's going to be a bad idea. Then I'm not going to sleep at night. So I think it's a good idea. But I feel that a new chapter is beginning. I've been in this transition for years now. There was a part of the transition that was very fun at the beginning, where I could just ignore what was happening and I was distracting myself. And then I was just thrown fully into the darkness of it all. And there were very incredibly beautiful moments in this years. I would count it from like mid 20, yeah, especially mid 2021. So it's 23, 24, 26, 25, 26. This is 5 years. We're 5 years in. So these last 5 years, wow, 5 fucking years in this process. Honestly, like I cannot believe it. This is madness to me. That it was just took so long and it was so damn hard. The way I would describe it is like, imagine if you know there's a drug you can take that will just make you paralyzed. Your body will be paralyzed, but you can feel, you can, and everything, you can hear everything. Like, this is what it felt like for so long. In many ways I was just so paralyzed, but I was still feeling the fear of seeing my life collapsing around me and not being able to do anything about it. And I understand that it was a good thing, because that life needed to collapse, because it was not my life. It was just the life I thought I had to live in order to be an acceptable person and worthy person, and to be safe. But actually it's not the life I really wanted, and it was not the life that really filled me with joy. I understand, but when you're just there and you're seeing it fall apart, and there's not really a new one coming in, everything that comes in crumbles as well. It's like, ugh. There's a lot of fear, a lot of grief, a lot of pain, and it's tough. And in the middle, there were many, as I said, incredibly beautiful moments too, of feeling so connected to myself and to the universe and the planet and all the animals, and feeling like, oh my God, yes, like this is, I am going to a new place, and this new place is where I want to be. But then I would be thrown into the darkness again. And now maybe it'll be more darkness to come. I mean, I don't know. But I feel like I'm already in this, like, yeah, you're already out of that, the most difficult part of this journey. This does not mean that now, from now on, everything's going to be easy, but the main struggling phase of it is gone. I think, I feel, actually, I believe, but I'm scared to say it out loud. This is this is the truth. When I said I think, no, it's not that I think, I believe it, I feel it. I'm scared of saying it out loud and then seeing myself in, like, being punished for it, for being optimistic. So I want to make t-shirts. I already had ideas for these t-shirts, and I'm going to start selling my art, and I'm going to use that money to create this beautiful illustrated book with my story, my mom's and my grandma's, to talk about mental shame and mental health. And I just like, and then I already think, I'm thinking about the next one already. Like, God, it's not gonna be about shame and being a woman, you know, and all of that. I love to do that. So it's there. It's there. And I don't know, it's funny. Anyways, this is all for today. I love having this space where I can just say these things, and maybe, like, one day in the future look back and see these videos and see the process.